Lee, you're a fan of Shakespeare, right?
Of course.
I know you are. Tell me how I'm doing here.
Okay.
To be or not to be?
A little shaky.
That is the question. And tonight in Central Park, the answer is to be.
It is, definitely. Newscopter 7 right now over the Delacorte Theater in Central Park, where Shakespeare in the Park returns for the first time in nearly 2 years after the famous theater underwent an $85 million project. Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuchman is live at the park. She has much more around all of the excitement surrounding tonight's show. Lindsay.
Liz, David, that line you just quoted there actually is from Shakespeare's Hamlet, which ironically was the last show performed here at the Delacorte before it shut down for renovations. And really, it's been more than 6 decades of amazing performances here, but there's also been reports of problems like leaking or limited access for wheelchairs or even raccoon sightings. Well, now the famous theater is reopened for the hundreds of people who waited in line this morning. Former New Yorkers, but now retired to Maine, Daphne Gregory Thomas and Dean Thomas still got up before the sun to drive to Central Park and get in line for free Shakespeare in the Park tickets at 4:30 a.m.
We've been at it for a while. We never miss a show.
That is until the Delacorte Theater closed for renovations in 2023. The public theater, the nonprofit that runs Shakespeare in the Park, took on an 18-month, $85 million project to make core infrastructure improvements. The famed venue was built in 1962. Now it is reopening for the season with Shakespeare's 12th Night, a story of mistaken identities and love triangles, starring Peter Dinklage, Lupita Nyong'o, Sandra Oh, and more big names.
I'm most excited for the celebrities that will be here tonight, and for it being back. I'm a New York native, and it's a staple.
The revitalized theater includes more accessible seating, improved signage and lighting, water drainage systems to reduce flooding, and more. As for style upgrades, the facade was built using reclaimed redwood from decommissioned water tanks across the city. Mary Peterson was first in line with her son. She's been coming to Shakespeare in the Park since she was a teenager herself.
We're just glad it's back. I think, pandemic had to obviously stop for a bit, and then it was back, and we were all so happy, and now we're glad after the 2-year gap it's back.
Well, 12th Night is being performed here starting tonight through September 14th. Tickets are given out here at the Delacorte Theater every day. There's a show starting at noon. There are also smaller distributions in each borough, as well as a digital lottery. But remember, if you do want to get your ticket here where we are, like you saw from those people, you will have to wait in that very long line. But as you heard from them, and as you can probably see from Newscopter 7, it is well worth the wait. Live in Central Park, Lindsay Tuchman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.